We're live.
We're live.
Live from Austin.
Yes.
First live podcast.
How are you doing, everyone?
There's always like the podcast thing, and people like make it big to do a live podcast. But it's usually in like an audience at like Radio City Music Hall or something.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be us one day.
Yeah. Gotta start somewhere.
A bald, white-tanned man in New York and a hot, curly-haired Frenchman in London. You're listening to Across the Pond with Wyatt and Julien.
Alright, what's our topic this week, Wyatt?
Our topic is peer pressure, which is topical, as
Yeah.
topics are, because we are at a company on site,
And
now everyone at the company knows we have a podcast. And there have been moments of pressure we have felt, some that we have succumbed to, some that we have not.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. Like, is there a time where you've succumbed to it and it was a good outcome, or was it always a negative outcome?
This week or in general?
We can start with in general. And then...
There's definitely been times I've succumbed to it. I don't know if there's a moment. Yeah, I mean, it would be just around like partying or something.
But did you ever like, let's say, like not want to go out, not want to drink, and then some like people made you drink, and then you had the best night of your life? That happened.
I find that if I am not in mentally, I can't enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I like, if I today were to be like, I really want to drink, I'll have a great night, and like I'll probably feel okay the next day
Yeah.
because my body's like, all right, we're doing this. But if I'm not, then I will like, it's just 'cause I'm not like, even if I have one drink, I'm gonna be, because the reason I wasn't into it is I'm gonna be thinking about the next day. I'm gonna feel bad, and I'm gonna think about like the future. So I'm not gonna be mentally willing to have fun. So I'll be like tired, or it might slow me down. So no, is my
Yeah.
answer. I'm maybe, but I don't think so.
Because I feel like I've had nights where I did not want to go out, I didn't feel like it, and then I ended up having the best time. But it wasn't necessarily like peer pressure, I guess.
Yeah.
It's more like, yeah, sometimes it does help you get out of a negative mindset, but not always.
Yeah. There's been moments where I've gone out when I didn't want to. Going out, I'll always feel better. Like outside.
Yeah.
Sitting at home, I generally will feel worse unless I've been out for a long, like say after this, like we've been hung out for like the past 7 days. I'm gonna really look forward to a day where I can not see anyone.
Yeah.
I'm already looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying. We just had a 30-minute break. I savored it, and I played like 3 stroke songs. I loved it. But in general, I'm always happier if I'm out. Like, if I like take alcohol out of it or something? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? I just go back home, or I get tired or something.
Yeah.
But in terms of like partying, like using alcohol, drinking alcohol, whatever.
So apart from like drinking, peer pressure, have you ever done things that you didn't want to do because of other people?
I stole a book from a book fair in 4th grade. And I stole it, and I felt pretty cool. And then someone told on me. One of my friend, like my friend, non-friends, like I know, like friend, but it kind of like we don't like each other. That's why he told on me. And then not the crossing guard, the recess guard, what do they call him? The lady that monitors she came over, and she looked so smug too, like I'm in 4th grade. And I just said I was just joking, and that was it. So yeah, I did that. Is there anything that comes to mind for you?
No, I don't think I've ever done anything illegal. No, I've done illegal stuff, but not due to peer pressure, due to being an idiot. But for me, what frustrates me sometimes, I feel trapped that I can't do what I want because of people around me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that feeling. Like I don't know.
Like example would be,
like
what would be something that you want to do?
Like wanting to go home and chill. For
Okay.
instance.
So just like leave the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're in a good situation and you don't want to be the person to go home early, like.
Yeah.
It's not even like a fear of missing out, because I don't think I get that much more. Like as you get older, you kind of lose that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't really care anymore. But I don't know.
So not as much of like, say you're interested in hanging out and you just like, it's not choosing the activity, but it's the whether you want to do activities or not do activities. Like say like you're hanging out and like someone wants to play video games or someone wants to cook, you'd be okay doing either.
Yeah.
But if you want to go home, you feel like you have to stay out. Yeah. I find, if I'm tired, for sure, there'll be like a moment where I like, my brain will start to like shut down and I'll want to leave. But I can't really yet, because like we're watching a game, you can't leave mid-game, it'd just be weird. Or like you're eating dinner or something, it's like, I can't really leave.
Yeah, you become very self-aware as well.
Yeah. And then you're like, I'm not talking.
Yeah.
Like, and then
you stopped talking about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Closing his eyes, but
that's like the worst feeling is when I don't know why your brain does it, because it's awful. But it's like it just doesn't come up with things to say, and then the conversation around you kind of speeds up, and you're like, I'm like one topic behind, and it's just not working. And then someone will go, you haven't talked in a while, and you're like, I haven't.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Also, like the worst thing was when people would call me out for being quiet, because that makes me more quiet. I'd become even more like aware of it, and then I'd become more awkward, and I just don't know what to say.
Yeah. For anyone listening back home, the move is, and I mean, like your advice, the move is to ask the person a question to bring them back into the conversation.
Yeah.
Not to point out that they're not.
Never you should never point out anything that's like negative to someone if they look like they're not in a great like.
Yeah, because clearly they're not talking because they're anxious.
Yeah.
Or they're tired. And if you point out an anxious thing, it's gonna make them more anxious.
That's game over.
And what do you say? Why aren't you talking? I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to say? And then you have to come up with something witty, and that puts more pressure on you.
Exactly.
Me, like, growing up, I was definitely a quiet kid, and I was like, I shouldn't put that in the podcast. One of my like the nicknames that to get under my skin when I was little, people would say like, I hate it.
It does rhyme.
Yeah, I know. I'm so quiet at times this day, but also very talkative at times. But no, it's the worst.
Yeah, I feel like if you've got nothing smart to say, sometimes it's fine to just not say anything as well.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, when you're like tired and don't want to talk, it's not that you don't want to say anything. You do. You just can't.
I sometimes like I say things in my head, and I'm like, I can't be bothered saying it.
Yeah.
And also for me, because English is my second language, sometimes I'm quite witty, and like I can be quite quick, but it stays in my head, and I can't be bothered like saying it out loud.
Yeah. You just have to say it all when it pops in your head, and some things will hit and some things won't. Wow. But yeah, back to this trip, and just in general, I personally feel like I've done well. So I'll say, it was like we went early to this sales kickoff thing, and us two and a couple other friends who are listening right now.
Only one of them is listening. He's one of them.
Yeah. One of them's enjoyable. One of them's not. Which one? Which one is it? The unenjoyable one was supposed to be a guest today. No, I'm kidding. Maybe. Yeah, like it was like a good group, so like I felt fine with it, and like not drinking. Like I like hung out the entire time, which is fine. But I felt as the days have gone on, and as we've gotten to like the bigger group, more of a feeling of like last night. We all were sitting at the table, like our team. We all like were ordering drinks, and like I've so many times if I have to explain why I'm not drinking, and I just like two people ordered a drink, and I just said I'll have a vodka soda, and like I just didn't touch it. I felt kind of weird about it, but it was just like I don't know. I just didn't want to do the whole thing again, which I succumbed to peer pressure.
Mm.
I don't know. I probably should just take ownership.
It's tough because sometimes it gets quite personal as well. Like people tell you like you used to be fun or like
that thing too. Yeah, that happened to you this weekend, and that's happened to me too.
But that puts me in like that. I've got two options: either I start drinking even though I don't want to, or then I feel like I'm boring, which is not a nice feeling, and that's kind of tough one because people don't never do it on purpose as well. It's like I remember I used to smoke cigarettes, right, and we were like whenever I had friends that were like sometimes they smoke, sometimes they try to quit. It was always nicer to smoke with someone else, so you'd always like try and push them somehow, like to just have one. And I don't know why we do that, but
yeah, I don't know. I think it is a bonding thing. Like if I were to go out drinking, I wouldn't want to go out by myself. Why do I want to just drink by myself?
Yeah.
That's like what alcoholics. When you start drinking by yourself, it's like that's a problem.
Yeah,
that's when you start to realize. So there is like a social aspect to it, and like obviously it's like a social lubricant. But what was I saying?
Blah 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 blah.
Peer pressure.
No, why do you pressure someone to do it? I mean, I don't know. We might talk about it in like the alcohol. There is like the aspect of like bonding and like everyone's going on this journey kind of together, and it is a little odd if like one person is, one person isn't. Not odd, but it doesn't feel like you guys are on the same level,
Yeah, I kind of had that as well. When people would do drugs around me, at one point I felt like they're
in a different world. Almost.
Yeah, a completely different world, and
yeah, which is like, the connection. Like you're not really hanging out at that point. It's like it's like when we were talking about last time, when someone's like drunk and they tell you they love you, and it's like you don't. I've talked to you like once before this, so it's like obviously everything we're saying right now isn't a real thing.
Yeah.
As you profess your love for me.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. That is the hardest part for me, is that I really do like the connection of. That's why I like it so much, like the connection aspect of it. It's just turning into a drinking podcast now.
Yes, drinking part 2.
So yeah, you feel like you're separated from everyone. That's like the main taking it back to peer pressure. You want to just be accepted and part of the group.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, you feel separated, and people make sure to let you know.
Yeah, that's the worst part, I think.
Yeah, but it isn't like bad because everyone does it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not their fault. It's just like it's clearly something in human nature that makes people want to make you do stuff.
Like, I don't never understand why it's boring to not drink or not do drugs or all this stuff. Why is it boring? Like what? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the easiest label you can put on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, because it is really fun to just hang out.
I mean, when we were kids, like I started drinking. Actually, I didn't drink until I was 19.
Yeah.
I was the one. I used to go to parties a lot, but I would be the one cleaning up, like the vomit and everything from like my friends doing while they're doing it. But I can't remember what I was saying.
You were saying
blah 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 blah.
When you were kids.
Yeah, exactly. So when we were kids, like I don't know. I remember like I probably had like some of. You have fun without alcohol. You just get high from other things.
Yeah. Well, even like this week, like last night, I felt pretty uncomfortable at the start. And then you kind of find your like little group of people.
Yeah. And
you start to warm up. And then you start to feel kind of drunk.
Yeah.
That is like when you get through the initial wall.
I mean, I got drunk. So.
I know, yeah. You actually felt it. Then you start to feel kind of drunk because you've taken like 4 shots.
I didn't have any shots. No, but I thought about you because when I was kind of like by myself for like maybe 2 minutes in that room with a lot of people. And this is when I went to get a drink, and I was like, I remember what you're saying, like that if you wait 5-6 minutes, that sort of like goes away.
Yeah.
But at that point, I just didn't want to wait, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's always awkward as well if you like stand without holding a drink or holding
Then
your
you're
phone.
just a guy standing there.
You're just standing.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's better if I stand holding a drink.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to use my voucher for a soft drink because I was
Yeah.
like, if I just get soda water, I don't know.
Dude, I ordered a freaking soda water. And the guy gave me a can. I'm like, can you put it in a glass, please? Like, come on. And then he puts it in a glass without ice, a bigger glass. I'm like, dude, like,
Yeah.
come on. But at the start, I ordered another. I did like the vodka soda thing again. And I don't know why I thought, but then the ice melts and he had this giant full glass. I was like, fuck, I look like an idiot. But that seemed like a better option than being uncomfortable and being honest.
Yeah. And when do you think peer pressure starts happening in general? Just like forgetting about alcohol specifically, but like is it in groups of 2, 3, 4? Like it gets.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like if you're in a bigger group, you end up with a subgroup where there's someone that's more like-minded, maybe that. So you probably don't.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It's also like, so when it was just us, like we're all friends, and like, sure, if you like, maybe if like we didn't go all in on the drinking, like there might be a little bit of a not the ideal night for someone else, but like they're cool because we're just buds.
Yeah.
But when there's a bunch of other people, like you want to impress everyone, and you kind of want to be part of the fun group, the cool group. And like if you feel like everyone else is like the cool group is always the party group. It always is.
Yeah.
Unless there's like one superstar who's like some sober guy who's like hugs grandmas and helps them across the street or something like that. But yeah, like it's always like, especially in one of these like things, like it's a big going out thing, and you want to be the cool one.
Yeah.
But if you don't, like go all in, then you feel like you're kind of on the outside. You know?
Yeah.
So probably bigger groups. Like if you were say like you're with like someone who like really partied pretty hard and you thought they were cool, if it was just you and them, you'd probably be fine just not doing it. You could just talk to them. But if it was them with like a bunch of other buddies and you were them and you didn't really know the buddies, that's it. Like if you didn't know the buddies, you want to be accepted by them.
Yeah. I still find that in groups of 3 or 4 is probably harder for me than in a much bigger group. There'll be a subgroup.
Yeah.
Or you'll find someone that doesn't. I don't know.
No. Like so this weekend like was more difficult?
No.
Because if I wasn't there, it would have just been 3. I guess that's 3 or 4. Yeah. If you
no, actually, you being there made it easier for me because I did not want to. Last year, we did something similar, and I drank every night, and I felt miserable, and I didn't want to drink.
Yeah.
And it's just easier not to drink when someone else is not drinking.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And you need to be accepted.
Yeah, I think there's the fear of rejection, isn't it? That's the worst part of all this.
But yeah, it's all back to acceptance.
Yeah.
Like that's why people have like families. Like if they're fine just leaving and going home.
That's true.
Because it matters more what their family thinks. But that's not everyone. Some people hate their families. Or just don't even care.
Anything else to say on peer pressure?
I'm sure there's tons to say.
I'd like to know the science behind it.
Cool. I mean, it's all about us being social creatures.
Yeah.
Like the actual, like, what's going on in your brain when that happens?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. It's like hormone release or something. I'd be surprised.
Yeah, probably. It is a feeling of like, you feel very vulnerable. And you're like, it's like, it's like one of the worst feelings of like, I don't want to really do this. Because you're like weighing the options of like, I could do it, but I know I don't want to. But I want to hang out.
Yeah. I'm like the worst for that. I tend to, again, to go back to just being accepted, I tend to just go with the flow and never really say or do what I want to do. Unless I'm like super close to someone, like my husband Richard, or like his friends and stuff. But otherwise, in the usually like work environment and like groups like that, I tend to everything that reminds me of school, I guess.
Yeah. Did you like when you were in high school or younger?
Yeah.
Like, did you feel it more then?
Yeah.
Any sort of like group think you would just kind of.
Yeah, I hated groups
because it was so influential on you.
Because it was what?
Because it influenced you so much, the group.
I don't know. Because then when we talk about peer pressure, but there's also survival, right? So like,
right, if you don't have a group and
so if I don't know, I feel like in always like in a bigger group, you'll have the fun person, the cool person that you want to be with, and then there's the person that no one wants to spend time with, or like.
mm,
And I feel like I was always that person. Maybe it's just a mindset in my head.
yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, surviving in a group situation.
Yeah, like you didn't want to be the person that people didn't want to spend time with.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
No one wants to be that person.
Yeah, that is true. You'd have to know be that person. But then the thing is, if you're the person who like gives in all the time, then you are the person that people don't want to spend time with because you're not like the leader, you know?
Yeah.
So you just gotta do your own thing. And then certain people who have your same ideology will come over to your side.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think at times I just was in the wrong group as well.
Yeah, that's good to talk.
Because when you find your people, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. The thing is, this is going back to like all right, well, peer pressure is very centered around alcohol. All right, that's one of the biggest things. Partying. But like, I really like the people that go out and stuff. Like, those are my favorite people.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to hang out with you. Just, I'll be there. Like, just chill. Changing from negative to positive. I actually think peer pressure is very positive in like most instances, aside from like things that negatively affect like, so aside from like illegal things or substances, I would say most of the time, like if it's someone encouraging you to do something new or like go on a trip, not encouraging, I guess, but like I guess if it pulls you out of your comfort zone.
I think like, oh, you can do it. Everyone
that's
says
not
that
really,
to you.
Yeah.
It is like sort of like, I mean, it's not pressure. It's just peer.
Yeah, like if everyone jumps off a cliff, that's maybe not a bad thing that you jump off the cliff.
It's probably a bad thing.
Well, as long as it's like cliff diving, everyone survives.
Yeah.
It's like everyone bungee jumps, and like I'm too scared to bungee jump, and you don't do it. That's an experience that you never had, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Those sorts of things. But yeah, illegal stuff or harmful stuff is not good. But it goes both ways. I'm trying to think of times that I was positively peer pressured. I was going to say peer praised, but that's not it. Peer raised.
Peer
I'm trying to think
supported.
of peer supported.
Yeah.
We'll come up with it. We'll name the podcast what it is.
Great, because I'm the one naming them. So.
I know. Yeah. Julian will come up with it. It's very cold in here. Actually, it's not. It was really cold when I walked in here. So we're in Julian's hotel room recording.
Yeah, I'm not cold.
And it was really cold. And I have a jacket and a beanie on, or had a jacket and a beanie on. Now I just have beanie.
You just have a jacket?
No, I just have jacket. I was looking at beanie when I said that. Now I just have jacket and no beanie. But I feel good now.
Are we going to attempt a live harmony of wrap-up time?
It's
wrap-up
time.
Let's just do 3, 2.
It's
wrap-up time.
Wrap-up. It's so this is you go. It's I go. It's you go. Wrap up, and then we harmonize on time.
Okay.
It's
wrap-up
time.
No, that was bad.
It was bad.
Was bad. Yeah,
I was bad. Too on pitch.
Yeah.
It's wrap-up time.
You wrap up.
Why do
I'll wrap up.
Yeah, you can wrap up.
I feel like we just reflected on. It was reflected on a small microcosm of a larger world.
It's a strong word.
Microcosm?
Yeah.
I can't define it. But
it's very strong.
This past week was a good compact way to experience it. And obviously experience throughout life. But yeah, at least from my side of things, I think talking through that it's very much around like obviously the social aspect, but wanting to be a part of the group that you want to be a part of. I think the thing that I took away from talking was that ultimately, if you do what you want to do, the people that do those similar things will come to your side. And if you don't do the things you want to do and just give in, no one wants the person who just gives in. You know, who wants a person who just gives in? They want someone who blazes some sort of trail and does their own thing. And there's also positive peer pressure, which will have a name soon. Like if you want to jump, if everyone jumps off a bridge and they survive, you should jump. What else? Don't tell quiet people that they're quiet.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest.
It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But I also kind of get it from their side. Like maybe they just don't know. I don't know what's going on. And we've experienced it multiple times, so we know. And don't tell people they're not fun. If they're out hanging out with you, yeah, that's fun. What else? You go.
You committed another crime when you were a kid.
What crime? Oh yeah. I stole a book.
You almost murdered someone. That was podcast number 1 or 2. Can't remember.
Yeah. And that got me.
The more
got me my bloodlust.
For all I know, you're the Austin murderer.
You're in a bad spot if that's the case.
Yeah. What else did you say? I can't remember. That you never really had a good outcome from peer pressure, because I think if your mindset is set on like, if let's say like not drinking for you is an achievement or something that you've set your mind to not do,
yeah,
anything that would make you do it, you'll probably see it maybe as a failure. I don't know how you see it in your head, but you'd be maybe disappointed.
Yeah, it's like if I didn't want to go to the zoo and then I go to the zoo, it's not the same at all. Yeah, it's like you have to be bought in to what it is, or your body's not gonna want it. So like you have to like want to accept the substance.
Yeah.
If not, it's just gonna feel all the negative aspects of it. You know. I can't wait for my boss to listen to this podcast.
Do you think he will?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
I mean, it's fine. I've been genuine, and I will continue to be genuine, whether he tries to stop me or not.
Well, apparently you can write comments on Spotify now, so.
Oh, nice.
That's what was said today.
I'll go write a comment. Stay out of my podcast.
Yeah. Cool.
That's it. Live podcast done.
Let's clap.
Oh yeah. Well, why do we have to clap?
We don't have to.
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
The first actual synced clap.
Yeah. All right.
Good stuff.